Hey there, how we doing? Okay, so now we're ready to look at Logic. And so there it is in the dock. Let's open it up, save it, have a little look around, get some shortcuts going. Really simple stuff. Okay, here we go. So click on it once. Here it is up and running. Remember, Command Tab can cycle through the apps that are running. Logic's running. We can now do Command N. New project. Let's choose ourselves an empty project. Okay, so I'll click on choose. I could just press enter though. And what have we got? Well, okay, yeah, so here we can see some options, including the output device, Soundflower, which we'll talk about in another video. We can choose one software instrument or an external MIDI source or an audio channel. We are going to choose software instrument, and actually we'll go with the Drum Designer, which it happens to be on. That's the last thing I must have opened. Okay, I can choose all manner of stuff down here, but we'll choose that. It's already on it. Okay, so I'll just hit enter again because create is blue. I can click on it, but just press enter. Okay. Here it is then. So I'll close that. Let's have a look at Logic. We can see the window, the arrange window, I should call it. Down the side here, some information about this one channel we've made. It's got a little drum kit on it. If I press the space bar, you can see that it's starting to play at 120 BPM, 4/4, C major. It's counting the beats. See over here, see this thing? It's a metronome, is it not? Or a click. Well, look, if you hang the mouse over that, it tells you that the shortcut is K. So let's press K. And now you can hear the metronome. Okay, spacebar, press stop again. Can press enter, go back to the start. And if you look here, we've got this cycle button. Look at that, the shortcut is C, or the key command is C. Let's press C. It's turned this orange cycle region, area is on. Now if I press play, it will go round and round these 5 bars at 120 BPM forever. Okay, so let's now zoom in. So if I hold down Command, I can use my up, down, left, right arrows and zoom about. So I'm going to hold down Command and just press right, right again, right, right, keep pressing right. In and in you zoom. Now I'll press left to come back out. Okay, I can push down all the while holding Command, and I can zoom in, vertically. Good stuff. You can see that the stereo out channel is giving us a visual feedback about the metronome being on. Remember, that's K, it's off, it's on, C, on, off. Really easy. Spacebar, stop, start. Now the cycle is on, the spacebar will just stop it and it will play back from the beginning of that cycle area, that region, every time. Across the top here, we've got various options. These all have their own shortcuts. So we really care about the mixer, X. So I'm going to press X, and here's the mixer. Oops, I didn't grab that properly then, you see that? I kind of just missed it, and it drew me a little marquee tool. Okay, so I'll grab that properly, can resize the window. We've got this drum kit going. Press X again. Let's do something about this drum kit. Let's do something with it. Okay, so look here. We have 2 little option menus. That's the command click tool, as you can see. Great. So look, if I choose a pencil, that now means that every time I hold down command, the cursor will become a pencil. Okay, so if I choose something else, and then hold down Command, like the Marquee tool, you can see it's now a Marquee tool. Okay, pencil is good. I'm going to hold down Command and just click, and it allows me to draw in an empty piece of MIDI, let's call it, an empty region. Look, I can grab it at the bottom and resize it. Let's resize it to 2 bars. You can see the icon for resizing. It's the same here. Let's resize the cycle region to 2 bars. And off we go, round and round. Okay, if I click just anywhere in the arrange window, I've kind of deselected that now. It's not highlighted anymore. Let's click on it. Now it is highlighted. We can go inside that piece of MIDI that we've drawn. Okay, so we can press P. So P is for the piano roll. So P is on off. Let's grab it. Resize it. Press stop. I appreciate that the metronome gets annoying. What next? Well, let's put some drums in here. So I've clicked down the side here on the drum kit. Just click on it in the middle. Here it is, little kind of plug-in running in this track here, which is also represented here. Okay, I'm going to click in this area here and choose a drum kit. I'm going to choose that SoCal kit. Okay, give it a second, it's changed. Drum, we've got a kick, hats. Okay, double click on the drum there. Now I really like this snare here, this third snare. This is much nicer. And you can actually tune it, so I could crank this right up high and it will sound nice. Okay, now that's there. If I just close this window and open it again, yeah, all the names of the various parts of the drum kit have appeared. So look, here's the kick. Here's a snare. On and on. Okay, so you can see where this is going. Let's draw in some drums using MIDI, using our little pencil tool. So as I press P and P again, you can see that in this piano roll window, we have the same 2 buttons as we have here. And the right one is the Command click tool. Okay, so if I hold down Command, I have a pencil. Okay, so we're going along at 120 BPM in 4/4. You can hear that. Okay, so if I draw a kick there, so I'm holding down Command, and then I'm just clicking with the trackpad actually, but you could be clicking with a mouse. Okay, so you can see the beats of the bar. So on, I'd possibly be out of time with the synchronization between QuickTime and so on, but let's think about things. So look, if I put a kick on beats 1, 2, 3, and then again here, 1 and 3, and I put a snare on beats 2 and 4. See that nice symmetry there? Beats 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's bar 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Sounds cool. Let's put another kick in on that 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, MIDI is a funny and wonderful thing because look, if I now double click on the BPM, double click, okay, I could type in 500 and press enter, 500 BPM. Here we go, you ready for this? Okay, likewise I could put in, 50 BPM, really slow. Here we go. Yep, so you get the idea. Let's go back to, 130, what the hell. Okay. Next really important thing to think about is saving this. We didn't save this before we started, so if we had a power cut or something, we'd lose the whole lot. Okay, so look, I can go to the File menu and choose Save As, which is Shift Apple S. But because we haven't saved it as anything yet, we can actually just press Command S, and it brings up the Save As window. And interestingly, let's look where it's decided to want to save it to. So it's got this kind of route. Remember, you should be familiar with this, how this works now. It's in the home folder, then the music folder, then this logic folder, and it's ready to sit here. So let's give it a name. Okay, so name. What the hell? Okay, press enter. It's now changed its name to a name. Okay, so let's do this. If I now quit Logic altogether, you should remember that the shortcut is Command Q. Just going to quit Logic, Apple Q, Command Q, I should say. Okay, then if I click on the desktop, I can press Command N, bring up a familiar Finder window, and let's find our song called A Name. So it's in the home folder, it's in music, here in Logic. I'm going to push right, and then down, down, down. Look, there it is, A Name. There's the actual Logic project, and some files have built themselves, which will be used later on when we start using audio. Okay, so you've got to consider this entire folder to be your song, A Name. Okay, so I could move it onto the desktop. I've moved it out of there now. It's on the desktop. If I press Command O, open that. I could then press right and now press Command O again. And look, we're back to where we were. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to press stop and quit. Okay, then I'm going to press Command W and move that down here. So far, so good.